If you're heading to Rome soon and looking for a few activities to do that are not seeing all the major sites like the Colosseum, Spanish Steps, or the Trevi Fountain, then this video is for you. Hello and welcome back to another Travel 101 experience. Before we get started, we would love to know where you're watching from. Let us know in the comments below. It is no secret that Rome is one of my most favourite cities in the world. As I have visited Rome a few times, on my last trip I wanted to do a few different activities to see another side of Rome. And I can confirm these were amazing. So I'm going to share with you my top tours and activities that I highly recommend doing on your next trip to Rome, and I will link them all below as well. So the first one that I absolutely loved was a cooking class. There are quite a few options in Rome, but the one we did was a tiramisu and a pasta making class. And it was a lot of fun. We chose to do the one at dinner, which also included unlimited wine and Prosecco. The class started off with us all taking turns to help make the tiramisu, and we all had a turn at mixing the cream as well as preparing our own coffee bases. We did this first as it needed to set. Then it was straight on to making the pasta. I was actually surprised at how simple the recipes were, but they did not lack flavour. And the teacher went around to help us make sure that our dough was mixed properly, which there is definitely a technique to, and how to safely use the pasta machines. I have never laughed and had as much fun as I did in this activity. And I already know the next time I'm heading to Italy, I'll definitely be trying another cooking class, maybe a pizza one this time. After that, we handed off our pasta to the chefs and they whipped up some simple base sauces for us. And I can confirm everything was absolutely delicious. And our teacher did make sure our glasses of wine were always topped up as well. I will link below the exact cooking class we did. Another activity we did in Rome, which I really loved, was the Catacombs tour. This tour we did included the Catacombs of St. Sebastian, a visit to the aqueducts, which is definitely quite unique, and we ended up visiting the Capuchin monks' church as well. The underground catacombs of San Sebastian couldn't be filmed, but I was wowed the entire time, learning about all the history that went on and the reason why the catacombs were built there was just so fascinating and definitely something I would recommend. The aqueducts were absolutely beautiful as well. Learning how the Romans used to bring water down into the city was just so interesting. And finally, visiting the Capuchin monks' church is where you'll see the Capuchin monks' burial site. The monks have a very unique way of displaying the bones of previous Capuchin monks, and definitely something a little bit different to do in Rome. Again, I would highly recommend it, and I will link below in the captions the exact tour we did. The next one might seem a little bit obvious, but it is St. Peter's Basilica, but through an organised tour. This is the third time I have visited St. Peter's Basilica, but the first time I've ever done the dome climb. The reason we did the tour was firstly to really understand what we were looking at inside, but also because we wanted to do the dome climb and be the first people on the roof. So we booked a 7 a.m. tour, which is what I would recommend you doing, and we got to do the dome climb first, which also meant we were one of the first people up there. Firstly, seeing the tiles around the dome at the top before you get up is just magnificent. The artwork is so intricate. After that, you do a little climb right up to the top. The stairs do get very steep. I can't imagine doing this when it's very busy, so being the first group that goes up just makes a big difference. And while we were up there was hardly anybody. Not having to push our way to the front to get the views was just so special. and definitely worth booking a tour for and be one of the first groups up there. After that, we headed down to the roof where we enjoyed an espresso. Yes, there's actually a cafe on top of St. Peter's Basilica, which I'm not too sure if you get access to unless you're on a tour. And then after that, we toured St. Peter's Basilica and had some of the amazing artifacts and artwork and spiritual pieces explained to us. We learned a lot of history and it was definitely worth every cent. This tour is one that I would highly recommend even if you've already visited St. Peter's Basilica before. And I will link the exact tour we did as well. Plus, as I mentioned, book the first slot if you're planning to do the dome climb as well. I know it's an early start, but it is definitely worth it. We hope you enjoyed watching this video of my 3 favourite tours that I recommend doing in Rome. Let me know if there are any other tours I should try next time I'm there. And as I mentioned, I will link them all below in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.